Back again. Let's see how Dave is coming along.
As you can see, Ingela has finished the crown area. The mid-scalp area is done. The only thing that has not been reconstructed is the hairline area.
Now, is the hairline the most difficult part to do?
The hairline is the most difficult part to reconstruct. It doesn't matter if it's surgical or non-surgical, no one has been able to perfect the hairline area. But we're going to show you in just a couple minutes how the Folligraft 3.1 has perfected this area.
So ladies, what is it with most guys? They start losing their hair and then they don't want to do anything about it. What's up with that?
I think it's just self-confidence, you know, it's embarrassing for them, so.
Wouldn't it be better if they did something about it? They just lay back and do nothing?
I think it's denial. I just don't, I think when you look at yourself every day, you don't realize, and then I don't think guys are as conscious as we are about, you know, that.
To try to fix it like a woman would.
Yeah, right.
Women would alternatives aren't so good that I've seen anyway. I mean, some of them.
Well, Carrie, do you think? Really I was saying, do you think it's mostly their friends telling them, "Oh, don't worry, you look good, bald. Just let it roll."
I would think that it's more a social stigma. I don't know that they have open conversations with their friends.
I don't think men guys doing that.
Women would.
They totally don't talk about it, I'm sure, because guys, they're just not like us. We would, but they.
Right.
It's such a hidden conversation. Nobody talks about what anybody's using because nobody admits anything.
Okay, so more specifically, guys start losing their hair, and then their friends tell them, "Oh, no, it looks fine." Is that a mercy compliment?
I don't think they tell them anything. I don't think they even have the conversation at all.
But if the guy says, "Oh, I look okay. How do I look tonight?" and they're losing their hair, sometimes people won't say anything, right?
Oh, right. I think their buddy would say, "Oh, you look fine, dude."
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So they hear that a lot, and they think, "Oh, I'm fine. I don't need to do anything." Right. But they're actually just kind of delusional.
Well, because they're asking other men. But if they ask a woman,
you would say something.
I would definitely say something.
You would definitely say something. So what about the people that give them advice and say, "Shave your head"? Would you say that to
they're
someone?
giving them bad advice.
Why? Why is that bad advice?
Well, that doesn't make them any more attractive.
Here's something I see, and it amazes me, and maybe it amazes you guys. The guys that comb over the hair. They got enough going on the side, and they just start piping it over. What's up with that?
It's so obvious. You know that they're trying to save their youth.
Right.
And I've often wondered, what are they thinking when they look in the mirror, like before they leave to go out? It calls so much attention.
It's just not good. I'm making this, bringing up all these points to make a point here, and it's that some people will tell the guy he looks fine, and then he doesn't do fine. Guys get contradictory interpretations. Something he looks fine, you should do something. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't do anything. Seems to be a lot of mixed signals out there. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so my first question is, and this is for you, Robin, how good can the guy look if he's going bald and then he has to shave his head? Wait, don't answer that 1 second. Who do they think they're kidding? Because if you shave your head, I mean, people who aren't losing their hair don't shave their head. I mean, you don't see George Clooney shaving his head, but you would see like Andre Agassi shaving his head.
Right, that's true. The question is, who do they think they're kidding by doing this? We were talking earlier that it's very few guys that can pull it off. So for the most part, they need to do something about it.
If it's not like part of their attitude or part of the look, then you're like,
I mean, you really...
Why did this guy shave his head?
Exactly. And everyone's going to notice, too. Like, when you're losing your hair and then you shave your head, they'll realize that you're doing it.
It's a big red flag, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Debbie, the guy who does the comb-over thing, isn't he kind of doing the same thing as the guy who's shaving his head? Isn't that another big red flag saying, hey, look at me, I'm
definitely.
bald and desperate?
He's pretty much desperate, and he's making that look like what probably used to be there.
Yeah, just kind of, just grow it where you can and cover what's not there.
Exactly.
That sort of thing.
Make it look like it's a full head of hair, but it's not.
Weird.
All right, so now you guys all got to see the guys with the Folligraft technique. How would you compare them and that as a solution versus what the other people are doing, the comb over, the full shaved, or doing nothing?
There's no comparison. I mean, it's amazing. It looks like real hair.
And you touched it, right? It feels like real hair?
It does,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it felt like hair with product in it. Just like when I have gel or wax in my hair, it just felt like regular hair. Wouldn't have thought.
So if you had a friend who was balding and he says, what should I do about this? You would recommend doing something versus doing nothing or ignoring the problem, right?
Absolutely, and I'd be so glad he asked me.
That you didn't have to bring it up first.
It's true. Women often want to tell someone that. So if we were given that opportunity, I mean, the guy with the full head of hair that had done the technique, I mean, blows the other two out of the water. Like,
Yeah.
And okay, how about this? Let's say you started dating a guy and you didn't realize that he had this procedure, that he had the Folligraft, and later he confessed it to you. Would it bother you? Would it change your opinion of him?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
It would be okay. Because I bet he'd feel a little anxious about it and want to know if it was a deal breaker.
He's pulling it off though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's done. It's already done deal.
So it's still okay.
Yeah.
You know, 2 or 3 dates in, this guy says, hey, I just want you to know, this isn't all my natural hair. I've had the Folligraft procedure. Do you still like me?
It's actually a good thing because you know that he wants to take care of his physical appearance, which is
that's
an
true.
important thing to look
That's
for.
good. It's actually going to carry over into
Absolutely.
other phases of his life.
Right, right.
He's not a slob.
And he's trying to better himself, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Folligraft 3.1 is unlike any other non-surgical hair restoration procedure, and it's only available at HRC of New York. For a free brochure, call HRC of New York at 1-800-HAIR-311. That's 1-800-HAIR-311. Call now. Operators are standing by to send you a free brochure that tells all.
Okay, we have completed the Folligraft 3.1 process on Dave. Let's see how he looks.
Well, Charles, as you could see for yourself, he looks fantastic. The job came out perfect.
Wow, absolutely. You see
Great
the
job.
side? Very, very nice.
Yeah.
So now that Dave has had the Folligraft process, what can he do and what can't he do?
He could do anything. I mean, he could go swimming, he could wash his hair, take a bath, he could run a towel through it, he could blow dry it, hairstyle it, mousse it. Anything he wants to do.
Good news, Dave, huh?
Absolutely.
So there you have it, gentlemen. You've heard the ladies. You've seen the results of Folligraft 3.1. You've even seen a guy undergo the procedure of Folligraft 3.1, and hopefully you've learned something. If you want to learn more, please call the number on your screen and we will send you more information. You won't know if this is right for you until you read through all the material. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but please take the time to read about this very new, very different, very effective way to restore your hair. I hope you make the call, but if you don't, hey, I'm still getting paid.